Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Crime and Shame. Now, of course, before we get started into this video, if you are not a subscriber of this channel, please consider subscribing and please hit the like and the share. So, the story we're going to talk about today is a very sad tragedy that started out as two girls that had gone over supposedly to this ranch. They didn't return back home and became deemed as missing persons. Now, as the end story is unfolding today, again, not only were these two girls found sadly unalive, 5 other people were also found with these two girls. So how it started out was deputies said that Ivy Webster went with a friend, Tiffany, and her friend's parents, Holly and Jesse McFadden, to the McAllister area on Saturday to work on a ranch and was supposed to return home around 5 p.m. Well, they never did make it to the McAllister ranch, so that would turn out to not be true. And so on Sunday, April 30th, but she did not return. Investigators also learned that another juvenile from Henrietta named Brittany Brewer was also picked up and is a missing person with the people. Now again, sadly, this tragic story has come to an unbelievable event that has transpired out of Oklahoma. Jesse McFadden was a registered offender. Now, he was one also of the bodies that were found. Now, when the sheriff was asked a question about the other people besides the 2 missing girls from Oklahoma, he had said that there was no other missing persons and that they were to do with the family, obviously referring to the McFadden family. So this is going to be very tragic as this story unfolds. Now let's take a listen to the interview by the sheriff.
Close anything, but we've been tramping around, so.
And Okmulgee County Sheriff Rice, when you say you found everything that you're looking for, are you insinuating that we're no longer looking for these juveniles?
We believe that we have found the persons. We just are waiting for confirmation.
So all the missing people.
Yes.
Does that include McFadden? Does that include McFadden?
Yes, but again, we cannot confirm anybody until the ME's office comes back and confirms all of them. So,
Sheriff, do you have any idea what led to this?
we have no idea at this time. We're still conducting an investigation. We're still following up the leads, still doing everything that we can just in case there's something that is left open. We don't want to miss anything, so everybody's still actively going. I want to thank the Violent Crime Task Force, the DA's office, Sheriff's Department, Henrietta PD, Okmulgee PD, OSBI, and all the other entities that come out here and assisting with this. So again, it's a tragic day in Okmulgee County again, and we just ask that you pray for the families.
At this point, are these deaths considered foul play?
Any unattended death is foul play. So again, we don't want to speculate. We're just going to wait until we find out what all the facts are and everybody's identified.
Is there any wounds on these bodies that we can...
We can't go into any of that at this time. OSBI is going to be a spokesperson after this point, after this notification that I'm doing now, and then he will reach out to the media.
Would you consider this a homicide investigation?
Yes, any unattended death is a homicide.
Sheriff, was the break finding this vehicle over here across the road?
No, sir.
Or was it, you got a search warrant to go in here?
Yes.
Was that when you had you discovered anything before you got a search warrant and went over there and looked?
We had to wait on the search warrant to go and look. We follow the statutes around here, so just covering our bases and going in proper like we're supposed to.
Have any weapons been recovered?
We're not going to discuss any of the details. We're just sticking to, what we have right now.
Have the families been notified?
Sir?
Have the families been notified?
Yes, or we wouldn't be doing the notification to y'all. But the families have been notified.
Sheriff, can you talk about who else was involved? When initially we were looking for 4 to 5 people, were there other people reported missing?
Nobody was reported missing. There were other family members related to the one family.
Can you say
There's-
how many of these
there's-
7 are juveniles?
No, I can't at this time.
There's no ongoing threat to the public. Everything's contained right here.
That is correct, sir. We believe that there's no other threat to the community, and we will notify if we believe that anything else has changed that.
Sheriff, can you talk about the impact this has obviously on you as a community member, on your agency, on your deputies?
The family's first, our community's second. You know, my guy is third, and I'm the last person that needs to be worried about. So,
Sheriff, you've been sheriff here in Okmulgee County for decades. I mean, has this county ever seen anything like this?
not this magnitude, no. We've had our share of troubles and woes, but this one's pretty bad.
What did you know about Jesse McFadden prior to any involvement today at this property?
Not going to get into any details. I mean, there's facts out there. You can back those up 100% if you need to. We'll share more in the future, but there was nothing that alarmed us. I mean, so.
How will your office and the community, come together for something like this? Talk about the days ahead and the type of...
Our guys won't be done for a week. There's just still a lot to do. So our days are surrounded with typing and warrants and following through, and they won't get to think about things for a while.
Is there any idea as to how long these bodies have been on the property?
No, they haven't been missing for long, eh? So, anyway, I want to thank y'all very much for coming out. I appreciate y'all respecting the family.
So here is some more footage with regards to that farm that has been searched and has recovered 7 bodies. Of course, we know again that one is of Ivy Webster, 14, Brittany Brewer, who's 16, and Jesse McFadden, who is 39. And just like the sheriff said, that there's no other missing persons and they're to do with the family. So please say some prayers for all the families that are impacted by this horrific, tragic event. And thank you guys very much for watching this video.